Everyone, Atsu here, and in this video we are going to be reviewing and taking a look at Constellation 1 through to Constellation 6 of the Wanderer, as well as refining his signature weapon all the way up to R5. So we're going to have a full power C6 R5 Wanderer to showcase here. Enjoy. 44,000. I'm not tripping. I am seeing the damage correctly. Here, right here, somewhere like this, and then boom. Oh! What's the charge attack damage like? 71,000! That is insane! So, C0 Wanderer, as I've shown in my previous video, along with a C6 Farazan, actually does a fair amount of damage and is very, very, very enjoyable to play with. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go from C0 to C6. My talent levels right now are 999, so keep that in your memory. Constellation right now is C0, and the artifact set I am using is Shimenao's Reminiscence. I do recommend farming the new artifact domain for Wanderer. It is not necessary. You can use Viridis Infinera, Shimenao's, or whatever. The two-piece attack 18% plus Anemo as well, although there is a little bit of a difference there that you might find noticeable if you had identical stats. We have got the signature weapon, which I'm not going to try to pronounce because I know I'm going to fail here, and crit rate is around 70%, crit damage is around 240%, energy recharge is around 125%, and Anemo damage is at 46.6%. So Constellation 1, exactly what is Constellation 1? When in the wind-favored state, the attack speed of the Wanderer's Kugo Fushodan and Kugo Tofukai is increased by 10%. Additionally, the wind arrows fired by the passive talent Gales of Reverie will deal an additional 25% of his attack as damage. You must unlock the passive talent Gales of Reverie first, and then Constellation 2, we're going to unlock both of them at the same time because they are two separate entities that don't really affect each other here. When in the wind-favored state, Kyogen 5 Ceremonial Place, which is the Elemental Burst, will see its damage increase by 4% per point of difference between the max amount of Kugoryoku points contrasted with Kugoryoku's present capacity when using this skill. Through this method, you can increase Kyogen 5 Ceremonial Place's damage by a maximum of 200%. So, what on earth does that mean? So, the Constellation 1 is going to be when you use his elemental skill, the attack speed, you're going to gain a 10% increase in normal attacks and charge attacks, and you're also going to gain a 25% of his attack as damage bonus in the form of the little missiles that he shoots off every time you do one of those special dodges, which builds up from his other talent, Gales of Reverie. Constellation 2 is going to increase the damage of his elemental burst, but you have to be able to time this just as he's about to run out of his wind-favored state. So just as that extra stamina bar, which I'll show you guys in a moment, you have to make sure you have to time that correctly. Alrighty, so in the name I'll show you guys a comparison. We're going to do Constellation 0 first, and then we will go ahead and do Constellation 1 and 2. So let us drop this down here, boom. Then we'll drop this down here, boom. Right, so as you can see, the damage right now is looking like this. We had around 20,000, but these are the arrows that you see there, 2,332. That's what you're mainly looking for there, as that's what Constellation 1 is going to increase. We're not actually going to have like any sort of substantial damage increase here. It's mainly just this little glow on the back that we just got there, boom. And we got 2,302 damage again, 1,118. And then there you go. So that's what we're looking for. I'm going to increase that damage slowly and surely as we take up to Constellation 1. That's the normal attack speed that you should be expecting as well. Let's go over here and I can show you guys the attack speed once again. So with charge attacks, unfortunately, charge attacks aren't actually encouraged at the moment, which is a little bit annoying because you can really fire them off super quickly like this. I know you just saw 49,000 there, but I'm pretty sure that was like a dummy that he hit. But yeah, so charge attacks, while they're super fun, they're not actually encouraged by his constellations or his artifacts. Just a new artifact set encourages you to do one charge attack first and then use your normal attacks, because his weapon, it boosts normal attacks, which is, you know, it's a bit sad because I would like to see the charge attack be increased. Normal attack speed, as you can see, there's what's getting buffed as well. Let's go on up to Constellation 1. Oh, actually, I forgot to do the elemental burst. So I'll show you the damage difference with the elemental burst as well. We'll do Constellation 1 to begin with. Boom, boom, and then here we go. Here's the new attack speed. Okay, you can tell it's a little bit fast, just a teeny tiny bit faster. And the dashes now do 3,000-ish damage, which is nice. So there, yeah, 3,947 there. Not bad at all. Very decent there. Because those do add up over time. So if we do this again, and we do this dash here, 3,947. I would say a relatively large difference there. Not bad at all. And the attack speed is nice as well. Ah, don't die! I almost killed him. This is without Faruzan's buffs, by the way, guys. So the damage at the moment is a little bit lower. Faruzan will buff damage significantly here. But here we go. So we have this. Boom, boom, and then boom. All right, and the burst is looking like 18,846. If I saw that correctly, 18,846. Now, when we have Constellation 2, let's go ahead and unlock that. We need to charge our energy back up as well. Constellation 2 means we are going to have, I would imagine, let's have a guess here, maximum of 200%. Wait, there's no way that goes up to 36,000 per hit. There's no way. So I need to recharge my energy first. So the damage is going to be a little bit lower here because my Shimenawas does take away 15 energy. But if you use Electro, it's very easy to charge up your energy. As you can see there, we almost got it back from one rotation. This should be enough to get my energy back to full. Ah, don't die. That was not meant to happen. I will see you all in a moment when we are ready to showcase the full potential of this elemental burst. 18,000-ish damage per hit, and I believe there's 5 hits, so make sure to keep that in your mind. Alrighty, it's moment of truth time. We have got Constellation 2, and if I'm not mistaken, we had 18,846. It might have been 18,486, but either way, we're looking at around 55 to 56,000 damage from the elemental burst there. So here we go, boom, and then here we go. I'm excited to see what it is. So we are going to try and make sure we use the burst right at the end here, right here, somewhere like this, and then boom. Oh, it actually doubles the damage of the elemental burst. That is insane. Oh my god. So at Constellation 0, his elemental burst doesn't really do a lot. Constellation 0, guys, talent level 9 with really strong artifacts as well. His damage with my build was only doing 54,000 or 55, 56,000, something like that. If you time it correctly, that was 110, 112,000 damage. That is interesting. Hello everyone, Atsu from the future. It has just occurred to me that I've been multiplying the crit hits that I visually see by 3 for the elemental burst. It's actually 5 hits. So, assuming you crit every single time with his elemental burst and you're hitting just under 80,000 each time, it's actually closer to 400,000 damage if you crit every single time. Now, actually being able to crit every single time might not be that difficult, especially in Abyss if you get the crit buffs, but also if you're using Cryo, because if you infuse him with Cryo, he will gain 20% crit rate flat stat, which is kind of huge. But having said that, huge miscalculation on my part. I reviewed the footage and there were actually some 20,000 hits in there when he didn't crit, but if he did crit, that's closer to 400,000 damage. And the C2 miscalculation as well. I did a huge miscalculation again there. So that one would be closer to around 200,000 damage if we're hitting like 40,000 each time. If we do crit each of those instances. There are 5 hits in total. That's some crazy damage when Faruzan comes into play. So do keep that in mind. So the way this works is the more of his bar that you've used here, so you see the green bar next to his hand here, as soon as that gets as close to 0 as possible, that's when you want to use his elemental burst, and then you'll gain the maximum damage buff. But this burst, or this constellation rather, does increase your damage by quite a significant amount. Wow. And the thing is, 100k by itself doesn't seem that impressive, but it's 100k AoE. So if you have the enemies grouped up and you hit all of them at the same time, that's a lot of enemies taking 100k damage. So the next constellation, ooh, it's going to increase the talent level of the elemental burst. That's interesting because normally the most important part of a character's kit is the elemental skill, most recently anyway. So the Constellation 3 typically increases the more useful part of the character's kit. So I would have imagined it would have been the elemental skill, but they've gone for the elemental burst this time, so that is interesting. But let's see how much damage that increases as well. You know what, if you're going for C3, I don't think most people will be interested to see what level 12 actually increases in damage. So we'll just go ahead and drain the bar and see how much we have here. Last time was 112,000 because we had around 37,000 each time. This time it's going to be, boom, right, elemental burst is coming back here, and it is 48,000. It went up by 11k. 48,000 each time, so we're very, very close to 150,000 damage there at C3. Okay, very interesting. Now, remember, this is all without Faruzan actually boosting our damage. If Faruzan boosts our damage, that's going to be significantly higher. So let's go ahead and do that again. Go to Constellation 3. Let's go recharge our energy, use Faruzan, and see how much the burst is actually going to do here. So, 48,000, but this time with Faruzan. So I need to recharge my energy, but I also need to make sure Faruzan's elemental burst is still helping me here. Okay. Faruzan's elemental burst, you're still helping me here, yeah? So, I think that was 79,000. That's 240k. And that could be AoE'd. Oh my goodness. And bear in mind, guys, I'm not even using his best in slot right now. His best in slot artifact set, his best in slot Desert Pavilion Chronicle, is going to increase your attack speed by 10%, normal charge and plunging attack damage by 40%, but the main thing here, guys, is you gain 15% anemo damage bonus. So, I'm not even hitting the highest possible that I could be, assuming I had the same stats I do on the Wanderer right now with that other artifact set. The other artifact set is better. Shimenawa's, of course, does give me 50% instead of 40%. It gives me 18% attack. So they are similar, but the other set is still better. Do keep in mind that with a better artifact set or with the correct best in slot, he's gonna hit even harder. All right, Constellation 4. What exactly does Constellation 4 do? Yonban set adrift into spring. So, when casting Hanega's Song of the Wind, which is the elemental skill, should the passive Jade Claim Flower be triggered, the character will gain buffs in correspondence to the contacted elemental type and also obtain a random untriggered buff. A maximum of 3 such corresponding elemental buffs can exist simultaneously. You must unlock the passive talent Jade Claim Flower first. What on earth does this even mean? This passive talent here, which is the first Ascension talent, I believe, when you use Wanderer's elemental skill, he's going to infuse himself with any elements that comes into contact with. When that happens, when you come into contact with any of these, you will gain, if you're Hydro, you'll gain 20 extra points in the air. If it's Pyro, you're going to gain 30% attack. If it's Cryo, you're going to gain 20% increased crit rate. And if it's Electro, when normal and charged attack hit opponents, 0.8 energy will be restored. Energy can be restored this way once every 0.2 seconds. So at Constellation 0, 1, 2, and 3, you can only have 2 of these maximum at any one time. And then when you get Constellation 4, you will get 1 of these additional as a random buff. So that is going to be very interesting. So if I show you guys here, okay, we'll put this down. So when I infuse this, as you can see, he's got a little electro color here in the top left corner of his thing. So if we go ahead and then we go ahead and activate Constellation 4, we'll put this down again, and then we'll do this. Now I believe he gained, I believe that was high. Did he gain anything? Ah, he gained Cryo. He gained Cryo. Look at my crit rate. It's gone from 69.3 to 89.3. The blue there was very faint. So I was like, did he gain Hydro? It's not Hydro because he didn't gain any of the additional buffs above that we saw there. But let's do this again. And then boom. What did he gain this time? I think he gained Cryo again. No, that time it was Hydro. So as you can see, the green bar next to his hand, there's a little bit of an extra increased amount there because he just gained the Hydro buff randomly. The blue ones are really throwing me off here, as you can tell. I'm not colorblind, guys, okay? The colors are just really, really similar. So let's see if we can go and get the Pyro one this time. It will be red. I'm hoping it's going to be red. But the Pyro one would mean the attack would increase from 2,350. Will actually be more than 2,350 because we have, so 2,550 because we have this artifact set on Zhongli right now, Tenacity of the Millilith. Let's do this. And then boom, did we get... Oh, we did get Pyro. So we got 2,851. Now, something we should work out here is if this randomly, because we got each element, it's a little bit sus, randomly each time. So we started off with Cryo, then Hydro, then Pyro. Is it going to go in that same order? Because that would be very sus. And that would not be very random at all. So I'm hoping it is random because that would be more interesting. We just gained Cryo again. This time we gained... we gained Hydro again. Look, we got the extra bar there. So are we going to gain Pyro again? Does it go in a predetermined cycle? And this time... no, we didn't. We got Hydro again. So it is random. Now we know for sure it is random. So next experiment, guys, we are going to be taking a look at is how much the Constellation 5 is going to ink well. Should I do Constellation 5? I feel like I should just go to Constellation 6. No one is stopping at Constellation 5, right, guys? There's literally no one stopping at Constellation 5. But either way, let's put this down. Oh, this is going to actually make showing you the experiment in terms of the bonus damage very, very difficult. What did we just get there? So we just gained extra airtime. So this is the kind of damage we're looking at right now. 16,000, 16,000. We're attacking very, very quickly as well. So we're getting around 16,000s there without any additional buffs. That time was only Hydro. So we actually didn't gain any crit rate. We didn't gain any attack percent there. And we didn't have Faruzan activated either. So this time... let us unlock Constellation 5. Constellation 5. Hopefully we gain Hydro. Around 16,000 is what we were looking at here. Oh, it's Hydro again. So now we're hitting around 21,000, 22,000. As you can see, we went from around 16,000, 17,000, 20,000. So a decent increase there. And now Constellation 6, the big one. Constellation 6. Shugen, the curtain's melancholic sway. Right, Constellation 6. Here we go. Shugen, the curtain's melancholic sway, Constellation level 6. When the Wanderer actively hits an opponent with Kugo for showdown while in the wind-favored state, so that's the normal attacks and the elemental skills, the following effects will occur. Deals an additional instance of Kugo for showdown at the position hit, dealing 40% of the attack's original damage. This damage will be considered normal attack damage. When the Wanderer falls below 40 points, restores 4 points to him. These points can be restored in this manner once every 0.2 seconds. This restoration can occur up to 5 times within one wind-favored duration, meaning you can gain up to 20 bonus points of airtime, which is a decent amount. It's the same amount that the Hydro buff will be giving you, so you could, if you did get infused with Hydro, be in the air for 40 points more. Is that necessarily going to be super useful considering your rotations? Maybe, because C6 Faruzan actually lasts a long time, Zhongli's shield lasts a long time, obviously, and also like Raiden's ability also lasts a long time if you're going for the same team composition that I'm using. But Constellation 6 is what we have unlocked here. So with Constellation 6, he is going to do an additional hit of damage, meaning his DPS is going to be a lot. So the main thing with the Wanderer is his normal attacks aren't actually going to do a crazy amount of damage. They'll do a lot of damage very, very quickly in a short period of time, but they themselves are not going to do a crazy amount of damage. But as you can see, there's lots of hits here, meaning one, you're going to be able to swell even faster, and two, I mean, look how that's a crazy amount of damage. That's genuinely a crazy amount of damage, and we almost one-phased him there simply using Zhongli's shield, Raiden's elemental skill, and the Wanderer himself, which is very, very impressive, and that's without Faruzan increasing the damage even more. But the main challenge that we should be doing is against his own mother. The main question is, are we going to be able to one-phase him? Okay, guys, the team we are going to be going with is Zhongli, Wanderer, Faruzan, and Young Benete. So hopefully we're gonna pop off here. Now, obviously, the ideal scenario would be if we infuse ourselves with the Pyro and we then gain ourselves, for example, the Cryo buff, which gives us a lot of crit, or alternatively, we gain the Hydro buff, which lets us stay in the air a little bit longer. So, what is going to happen? Are we going to be able to one-phase this in one rotation of the skill? Let us find out. Boom. Don't run away. Boom. And then boom. Okay, here we go. Oh, the damage is crazy. I didn't see what we got. The Raiden dodged some of our attacks there, which is a little bit annoying. But as you can see, we are doing a lot of damage here. And then boom. Oh, incineration, absolutely obliterated. He gains revenge for himself. So with the Bennett Farazan Wanderer, that was a very, very easy one phase. And to top it off, we actually missed a lot of attacks because Raiden randomly dodged. Raiden's attack patterns are kind of random in which way she starts throwing them out. But even with the dodges, very easy one phase. And now the question is, guys, what is going to happen at Refinement Rank 5? And I'm going to say this right now. You either go for R1 or you go for R5. You don't go in between. Never, ever, ever go in between, guys. Because if you look at this weapon, Bygone Azure Teardrop. Normal attack speed is increased by 10%. This means at R5, this goes to 20%. And then the maximum damage bonus you're getting here for your normal attacks is going to go from 48 to 96%. It's also worth noting, guys, the refinement on the weapon here is not going to make the elemental burst any stronger. So that's also worth keeping in mind. Boom. Then we'll do this. He's infused with Pyro now. If we do this, what are our attacks looking like right now? So we have, I see 17,000, 21. I'm pretty sure I saw 21,000 there. 24,000, I'm pretty sure I saw there as well. But at the very least, a lot of those hits were around 17, 18,000. So we start refining our weapon up. I genuinely have no idea what to expect here. So this is going to be either crazy or extremely, extremely underwhelming. The moment of truth. Refinement rank 5. What are we going to see here? Here we go. C6. R5. And remember, this is the media server, guys. I don't get to keep any of this. But thank you to Hoyoverse for allowing me to test and record this footage out for you guys a little bit earlier so that you guys get to see and have your own judgment on what we're seeing here. Okay, here we go. Put this down here. We got that infusion. Right. Oh, the attack speed. I see 25,000 now. I saw 27,000. Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping. I'm pretty sure I saw what I saw. And as you can see, we get the full one phase off, one rotation of just normal attacks, not even using Bennett's burst, not even using Farazan there. And we just absolutely melted him. That was disgusting. Right, let's go ahead. Raiden Shogun, the ultimate test here. How fast are we going to be able to do this? All right, here we go. Let's put the shield down. Boom. I just noticed as well, guys, that previously I wasn't... Wait, did I infuse myself with Pyro? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm hoping I did, because it would be very cringe if we didn't. Are we going to... Oh my god. We didn't even need to use the elemental burst. And I'm almost certain I saw 47,000 damage there at one point. Wait. Did I see that correctly? I didn't even get a chance to use my elemental burst. That is how quickly she got melted. There is a possibility I got the cryo buff there as well, which would have helped out a lot. I'm not able to see with my eyes fast enough what buff we're getting. 44,000. I'm not tripping. I am seeing the damage correctly. I am seeing it correctly. What's the charge attack damage like? 71,000. Oh my god. And the burst is it misses. I missed the burst. But anyway, what I was saying is that I wasn't actually getting the buff from the artifact set here for Zhongli. So the artifact set here, because I wasn't hitting the enemy with Tenacity or the Millilith, I wasn't getting those buffs. But the damage, guys, with Bennett and Farazan is disgusting. It's filthy. But that is it, guys. C6R5. Well, let's go ahead and do the Spiral Abyss. You know, let's just do a cheeky run in the Spiral Abyss. See how fast this is, because I'm sure it's going to be disgusting. Because something I haven't been able to show you guys is actually, but when you use Farazan C6, you are able to actually draw the enemies in together, which is kind of disgusting. It is kind of filthy. Very, very, very strong. So the one issue I have with this team right now is the lack of Bennett on this team, because what happens is when I use Bennett, I don't have Bennett on the other team, and I don't want to separate Bennett and Zhongli, because this one is actually really difficult. This Abyss is actually quite difficult, and you are likely to die if you don't have Zhongli or a strong shield character. And Zhongli is my go-to shield character. My other characters, Diona and Layla, not exactly the best shielders in the world. And you know what? To make things interesting, let's go with Beidou. This is the one I used in C0 again. I think Beidou would be good. Fischl would be really strong as well, but Beidou will be most interesting because you have the damage that's pinging between each other. If you're sucking up a lot of enemies, that's going to be interesting. Having said that, there is a possibility that the enemy just dies too quickly. So let's go with... Oh, do I want Bennett or do I want Diona? It's okay. We'll go with Bennett, guys. I believe in the young Benette. Okay, I decided to change my team and drop the Bennett because I feel like I am going to struggle without the shield. So we're going with Diona. Here we go. Let's drop this. Let's drop this. Boom. And then we're going to drop this. And then we're going to do this. And oh, yes! Look at the damage. Oh, look at the enemies getting sucked in together as well with the vortex there coming through. Absolutely filthy. Look at this. This beautiful, beautiful scenes. And then boom, for the huge ultimate at the end there. You love to see it. Excellent, excellent, excellent scenes. I am taking a lot of damage here, which is not ideal though. And we'll drop this again. And then we'll do this. Boom, 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 boom. Absolute massacre. As you can see though, we got the vortex coming through as well. That guy's dead already. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I want to keep my elemental burst here. And yes, I don't think I have my Beidou and Farazan burst ready, but you know what? It is what it is. Moving on to floor 12, chamber 2. What is going to happen? We are going to destroy. That is what's going to happen. All right, we're going to drop this. Yep. Do I have Beidou, though? Can I get Beidou's burst back in time? No! Come on! Come on! Give me Beidou's burst! Yes! No! That's not Beidou! Ah! I did the rotation wrong! I did everything wrong! I did everything wrong, but we should be able to juggle the... Oh, look! They're juggled, guys! They're actually juggled! Oh, look at them! They're just juggled right now! They have nothing! They can't do anything about it! Did I do it right? Oh, I did that wrong. You know what? Let me retry that. That was kind of scuffed. I did everything wrong there. And I ungrouped the enemies, which is very, very, very bad of me. So I didn't want to ungroup them. Okay, we'll put them here. Yeah. And we'll do this. Get those particles. Which is unfortunate because that's not what we're looking for here. And then we'll drop this. And then we'll put this down. And then we'll put this down. One of them has ungrouped, which is quite annoying. That one over there. But as you... Oh, look at them. They're juggled. So easily juggled. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. The AoE coming out through huge here. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, let's put the shield down again. And I think they're all going to be around this guy. Yep. And then we'll put that down. So one of them has separated again. But as you can see, the vortex should start dragging them in one by one here. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. That's not good. Right, those two have been juggled. Well, actually, they're just straight up dead. So that's interesting. And then we'll do this. Boom. Okay, big hit. Actually, they didn't die. I'm a fool. I'm blind. Okay. Do I want to... yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, here we go. What do we get here? Did we get Electro? I can't even tell what we got as our buffed element here. But let's finish off like this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he's shielding! I just realized he just shielded all of those attacks. I'm so stupid. But that's fine. That gives us perfect amount of time to recharge all of our burst here, which is huge. We love to see that. And then boom. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Right, so first of all, let's do this. And hopefully we don't miss our shots here. Because boom, there's the first one down. Boom, and there's the second one. Right, so if we put this here... Oh, we messed up. Wow. You love to see it, guys. We messed up already. And the reason why I messed up is because I don't have the tenacity of the Millilith buff. But as you can see here, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage right here, right now. Very, very, very nice scenes here. Let's do this. And then this should be a maxed out hit there. Very nice. Lots of damage coming through here. Let's drop this. Let's drop this. And then let's finish off with the Faruzan here into the Wanderer. Big damage coming through overall. And around 45, 46 seconds there to clear. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And thank you so much to Editor-san for editing this very, very long video and lots of footage to go through there. And that is C6 R5 Wanderer, aka Scaramucci, aka Will You Do the Fandango, aka whatever you want to end up calling him. I have to say, very, very, very fun character to play. And do I want to C6 him? Yes, I do. Am I gonna C6 him? You would probably have seen the summons video already if I've C6'd him. So we'll find out, guys. We'll find out. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to Hoyoverse for allowing me on the media server to test out Scaramouche, aka Wanderer, a little bit earlier. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And bye-bye.